and get it ready for her to pick up because the cheap family price that I gave her for these shirts does not include delivery. So she's going to have to come over here and pick these up herself. And it just kept getting worse. Look at this. Just could not make these press, but I think this is it. Great, 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 great. Hey y'all, hey. Thanks for checking in with me. This is Sharita with Blank Space Designs, where we get into the behind the scenes and shenanigans of being a 9-to-5 corporate girly who is also attempting to grow a boutique stationery and accessory shop. This week, we're jumping straight into the vlog with a custom order. I have mentioned in a couple of videos that I mainly just do custom orders for friends and family. And now that the holidays are quickly approaching, I have been getting quite a few more of those type of orders, which I greatly appreciate. This order is for one of my favorite cousins. Don't tell her I told you that. She is going on a girls trip and she wanted the obligatory matching shirts for her and all of her homegirls. So let's get this day started and get this order done for her. So I finished pressing this custom order for my cousin and it came out really cute. I gave them the option of a couple of different images, and this is the one that she chose for her and her homegirls girls trip. Very cute. And they also requested, the quintessential nickname across the back. So those are done. I like this idea of them all being in different colors. When I was pressing it, it was getting on my nerves, of course, having to make sure that I was matching up the correct nickname with the shirt. And I just was tired and hot and over it. So I was quite annoyed, but they're very cute. They're very, very cute. So this order is done and I'm going to package this up, put it in a bag, and get it ready for her to pick up because the cheap family price that I gave her for these shirts does not include delivery. So she's going to have to come over here and pick these up herself. Anyway, so once I get all this out of the way, I am going to move on to the rest of the day where I need to re-up quite a few things in the retail space. And I only have a day or two to get that done because I will be at a work conference hall next week. So let's get started. Good morning. I don't think I told y'all good morning yet. So, good morning, y'all. So, we got that custom order out of the way. And now we're going to move on to the rest of our to do list. And like I mentioned earlier, it is all about restocking before I head out of town for a week. And I also want to attempt to put tote bags finally in the store. I know I've been talking about these tote bags for a while, and then I just stopped talking about them, mainly because they were just pissing me off. Could not get them to press how I wanted to. I had ordered transfers from two different companies, and they just were not pressing. I don't know why. I'm just not showing you what it looks like. Hold on a second. So here's one, and it's not terribly bad until you look closer and you see like these little pieces here and all in here where it didn't press correctly. And excuse me, it doesn't look that bad until you know the backstory of how I had to press this maybe 4.3 million times in order for even this to happen. The instructions that came with it just was not working. And I tried it on a couple of different totes and it just wasn't happening. So, nonsense. That's mine. And it just kept getting worse. Look at this. Just could not make these press. And I have used these transfers for shirts, no problem. So it absolutely just has to be the tote bag material. And I've used two, maybe three different brands of tote bags to attempt to make this happen. And it just does it every single time. And I've tried so many different combinations of heat and pressure and time and all of that good stuff. Nothing, nothing has helped. And then here's another one, which might be the worst one yet, where it is just nonsense. Just all of that, just straight up nonsense. So I gave up on tote bags for maybe 3 weeks, threw these all in a pile in the corner of my studio, and said we'll come back to it. And now, of course, that I'm going to be out of town for a week, we are attempting to do, we're coming back to it. One reason that I felt fine about coming back to it is because I found a local DTF decal person, and these decals look so good. I use this new decal company to press my cousin's custom order actually, so I know they work great, at least on t-shirts. And they are less than half the price of what I was paying through like Ninja Transfers or Jiffy Shirts or whatever. Also, they are located maybe 2 miles away from me, and they provide same day pickup as long as I order by like 11 or noon. It just couldn't be any better. So I felt a little bit better attempting this again and having to chalk this up to another fail because I'm not spending as much money as I have in the past to try to get this done. So here we are. I want to attempt to do totes again. I bought a couple of different brands to try to make this happen. There's this that apparently I see everybody use just from Amazon. And then another brand that's a lot more heavy duty, which is what I really want to use. That's my whole address again. I want to use a much more heavy duty brand, but I just don't know if these decals like the thickness and the roughness and whatever of these heavier brands. So we're going to try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm not out $1 million. And I also have these that are from somewhere. I don't know. Maybe Jiffy Shirts. I have to go back and look at my order sheet. And I just don't like, they just seem really thin. They seem really thin. And I don't really want to use these, but we're going to try them all, see what works so we can move forward with this new offering because I'm a tote bag queen and I wanted to offer this. And I think I mentioned before I wanted to put buttons in. That might be a 2025 endeavor, mainly because I still haven't even bought my dusty, crusty sewing machine out of the closet yet to even make sure I'm capable of doing that. So the first round of these probably won't have a button or closure of any kind, but that is something that I want to offer going into the new year. So there we are. Got my new transfers, got the bags we're going to try it on, and we are going to do this today. However, what I want to start with is getting these on some cups. I don't know if I've mentioned this in a video yet because I kind of did it kind of quickly. One thing that the retail space told me maybe about 2 weeks ago is that they can see that people like the cups, but one thing that they've heard, and some of my family has said as well, is that you know, some of us clumsier girls don't want to use glass cups. I'm actually not a big glass cup person. If I use a glass cup, it's normally like my desk cup. It's not something that leaves the house or I'm in the car with or whatever, because I'm a clumsy person and that glass will be broken. So about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I found some acrylic Livy cups, which are actually very hard to find. They look like this. They're 16 ounces. They're completely acrylic with the bamboo top and everything. And I put a few in the retail space to see how they do. All of them are gone. So I'm going to do a mixture. I'm going to do a mixture of acrylic, glass, and I also recently started offering. Whew, I am so unprepared today. I also recently started offering these as well, which I love. And these are just sublimated. I just sublimate on these. So I want to put a couple of these into the retail space. They are not on the site yet, which my bad. So sorry. I meant to have them on the site last week and I haven't done it yet, but hopefully by the time you see this video, they'll be up. Sharita of the future will let you know if that happened. But that's what we're going to work on today. Sublimating a couple of these for the space. Putting some decals on the acrylic ones to put in the space. And we're going to make a couple of tote bags. That's where we're at. That's what we're working on today in the midst of also doing some of my corporate job and going to a couple of my big girl meetings because that's still very much so a thing. All right, let's get started.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. wish I knew.
Now that we have those acrylic tumblers and the sublimation tumblers out the way, let's get into attempting these tote bags again. I spent quite a bit of time attempting to get the time and the temperature and the pressure correct because with these tote bags, all of that definitely plays a very big role in making sure that these decals stick and do not cause the wrinkling and those peeling issues that I was having before. I decided that I was going to attempt to try the decals on two of the different type of tote bags that I have. One being a 5 ounce one, I believe, and the other being a heavy duty one. And it did take me a couple of tries back and forth under the heat press to get the time and the pressure exactly where it needed to be. All right. So the tote bag situation is moving along a lot better than a couple of weeks ago. I showed you earlier what the tote bags were looking like when I was trying to press them with the other transfers. These are working a lot better from this new place. I will say that the original instructions don't really work that well, and I knew they wouldn't. It was just saying something like pressing for 7 seconds or something like that. And that little bit of time never works for anything. So now the issue is which bag will I do? This one is a little, well, it might not be wider. This one is a little bit more cost effective. It has longer handles, but it's thinner. Not crazy thin, maybe it is, but it is thinner. And it's one that I see that a lot of the small business girlies use. This one is a little bit more expensive, nothing crazy, but it does have the gussets that I talked about earlier. And I do like the handles, they feel a lot more substantial on this one. But let's see, and it's thicker. I think that these cheaper ones might be 5 ounces, and these more heavy duty ones, I think, are 8 ounces. I'll put the actual ounces some here, somewhere in that atmosphere, so you can check those out. But I've been waiting for this to cool because for this transfer on tote bags, I have noticed that it works better as a cool peel. So let's see if it worked, because if so, I will be doing the heavy duty. Ah, that looks great. My trademark sound of disgust when I love things, but I think this is it. Great, 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 great. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the heavy duty. It's just I just like this tote bag better. It's a tad bit smaller than the other one, but it's just, I wish y'all could feel it. It's just a lot more substantial with the gusset at the bottom, and the handles are a lot better too. So yeah, we're gonna go with this one. The only thing is I was trying to knock these out today. And of course, because of all the issues that I had with the tote bags a few weeks ago, only ordered three of these to try them out. So now I only have three tote bags and like, what are this, 6 different transfers that I wanted to do. So let's just do these other two tote bags, knock those out, and maybe I'll be able to get some more of these tote bags sent to me. Maybe I can get them tomorrow, and maybe I can knock them out tomorrow before I have to get on a plane, to be quite honest. So, all right. I'm very excited about this. Tote bags are really giving me a run for my money, really kicking my ass. Hence why you haven't heard me talk about them in a while. But I think this is what we're doing. And as you can see, I'm starting with some very simplistic designs, just to gauge interest in. Oh yeah, those are a lot better, not see-through or anything. Anyway, we're gonna do this, finish these up, and there are some fun Christmas holiday ones that I think I would love. So stay tuned for that. Today was a pretty productive day. I pretty much was able to knock off everything I had on my to-do list. So that is a big win in my book because that is not the typical day for me. Usually I make a to-do list and quite a few of those things have to be rescheduled to another day. So today absolutely was a win, and I am all about taking my wins however I can get them. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Next week, we're jumping into the product creation for the holiday collections that I have planned. So hopefully you'll come and check me out once we get those started. As always, folks, thanks for rocking with me. I'll see you around the internet somewhere.